Understanding social media logic. In this video, I'll be taking you through some of the key points raised in José van Dijk and Thomas Poel's article. In particular, I intend to discuss the many dynamics between the media platforms that distribute this logic. Firstly, I think it's important that we underline 4 factors of which can be focused into both mass media and social media. The users that employ the strategies used by social media, the technologies that drive them, the economic structures that scaffold them, and the institutional bodies that incorporate them. To make things clearer, it is worth breaking down what mass media logic and social media logic is. Mass media logic. The influence of mass media use 2 types of strategies. These are known as natural or neutral. This strategy of media attempts to frame reality. For instance, this media logic presents itself to the world as media institutions that have a distinct interest in constantly renewing themes for their audiences. This applies particularly to print, such as newspapers, but even more so to television. But what is the point of this logic? As mentioned before, the second aspect of media logic, the technologies that drive them, pictures have an emotional impact and therefore enhancing television's potential to sway large audiences. The neutral factor, this is based on institutional independence. Again, as Altoid and Snow observed, media logic wants to appear neutral in its representations of certain products. Look at the media personalities you see on TV. They are chosen not based on their specific knowledge or expertise of certain subjects, but by virtue of their ability to fit in with specific media platforms. Social media logic. Inferring from these conditions, we contend that social media logic refers to the process, principles, and practices through which these platforms process information, news, and communication, and more generally, how they channel social traffic. We have upon us the era of participation, Web 2.0. Users are no longer spectators to the constant streamed online, but can now be a player. There exists freedom of voice, perspective, and opinion. The user is now more involved. But what are these platforms beginning to affect? People's informal interactions, institutional structures, professional routines, foregrounding principles, programmability, popularity, connectivity or datafication. When social media logic meets our other institutional logic, it can affect the medium of which it survives. No institution can afford to look away from this logic because they have all become implicated in the same media culture.